Welcome to our few moments together on the Parsha. This week, of course, is Shabbas Chol Hamoed, and there is no regular Parsha. As you can see, I'm sitting in the Sukkah with the poster behind me about Mishnayos Sukkah, my Lulav and my Esrog, and I'm enjoying the beautiful, as is known as Tzila Dimnei Nusa, the shade of faith, which the Sukkah represents. And our Zohar tells us that in addition to the mitzvah of sitting in the Sukkah, we invite the Ushpizin into the Sukkah. The Zohar says that the Shiva Roim, the 7 shepherds that accompany us, Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Moshe, Aaron, Yosef, and David, each of them on a different day of the Yom Tov of Sukkot, come and sit with us in the Sukkah. And according to the Zohar, one should rejoice with them and feel their presence enveloping him and supplying the individual with the watchfulness that shepherds give to their flock. And that we who observe the commandments, of course, of HaKadosh Baruch Hu are enjoying that watchfulness of these Shiva Roim. There are various minhagim about the Ushpizin. Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Moshe, Aaron, Yosef, and David. The Divrei Chaim, the Tzanza Rebbe Zal, he used to put a separate chair aside for the Ushpizin, as if to say they really are there. And of course, that was indicative of the symbolic representation that one should invite not only Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Moshe, Aaron, Yosef, and David into the Sukkah, but those who need to be guided by the shepherds of Hashem, by these 7 Roim, and to invite poor people. And when it says poor, it doesn't necessarily mean only in money, but it means someone who might not have the wealth of being able to sit in a sukkah. And we are surrounded by them. In fact, the Kuznetzer Magid said that these 7 Ushpizin, these guests, are so valuable that if there would be, it's possible to have, a Sheva Brachos on Sukkos, and there would be no Ponim Chadoshos, you still would not need a new face in order to say Sheva Brachos, because the guests, the Ushpizin, the 7 shepherds that we welcome in, are here accompanying us, and they are physically present almost. Just like on Shabbos, one would not have to have a special guest of a Ponim Chadoshos for Sheva Brachos, so too on Sukkos we wouldn't need a special guest for the Sheva Brachos. So the reality is that we're sitting in the Sukkah protected by Hashem's divine guidance of the schach, the temporary roof over our heads. And the truth is, as we've often mentioned about Sukkos, don't we all live in temporary dwellings? After all, Sukkah is symbolic of our lives. We have a temporary dwelling that we live here, and we recognize that it's all protected by HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The order of the Ushpizin is fascinating. There's a discussion between the Ashkenaz and Sfardi minhag whether or not you say Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Yosef, Moshe, Aaron, and David, or Aaron, Moshe, and David in chronological order, or we say it as we do, Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Moshe, Aaron, Yosef, David. And we do it that way because of the Spheros. This is Kabbalistic in nature, and the Spheros represent different attributes, each one of a different shepherd. So that Avraham represents Chesed. As we know, he was the Av Gemilas Chasadim. And Yitzchak represents Gevura, power, as he was willing and knowingly went with his father, as it says, Vayelchu Shnehem Yachdav to the Akedah, despite the fact that he knew he was going to be the Akedah. Yaakov was Tiferes, the glory, because Yaakov is the one that ultimately gave birth to all the Shvatim and brought the glory to the Jewish people. Moshe was Netzach, because Moshe represented the nitzchias, the eternity of the Jewish people through the giving of the Torah, because the Torah is netzach, is a forever lamnatzeach, victory over all of the needs of mankind. And so the Torah is netzach, and Moshe is netzach. And Aaron is hod, beauty, because Aaron represented the oev shalom, verodev shalom, he who pursued peace. Yosef represented Yesod. Yesod meant the secret foundation, the element basically needed, the foundation of the world, because Yosef was called Yosef HaTzadik. He's the only one given the name Tzadik, because he was the one who was able to overcome his inner desire when he was faced with Potiphar's wife, and he controlled his emotions, and consequently he's called Yosef HaTzadik. And finally David, who is Malchus, kingship. According to the order that we just given, Yosef is not in chronological order because of the Sfiros that we just mentioned. And that's because if we want to bring about Malchus, we want to bring about the ultimate kingship of David Malka de Meshicha, what we need first is to have that Yesod. We have to have that element of Yosef HaTzadik. We have to have the element where we are righteous and we are capable of watching over ourselves and fulfilling our responsibilities in life. And by sitting in the sukkah and being surrounded by the schach and by the 7 roim, the 7 shepherds, and by fulfilling the mitzvos of the Yom Tov, we are inculcating within ourselves, we're imbibing and drinking of the beauty of our tradition, of our forefathers, of our Torah, and by that we will be capable of bringing peace to the world, bringing Malchus. So we say it a little bit out of order. Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Moshe, Aaron, Yosef, David, because Yosef is the one who's going to bring the Malchus, because the Yesod, the foundation of the bringing of Mashiach to this world, is when we recognize the value of our inner selves and develop the sense of self-control that is so vital for the furtherance of the Jewish people and their role here on earth. Welcome to the Sukkah. Welcome to Shabbos Chol Hamoed. We wish everyone a Chag Sameach, and we hope that this Sukkot will lead us to the time when we will personally and collectively rebuild the Sukkos David Hanofolas, the fallen Sukkah, the Beis HaMikdash, speedily in our time. A good Yom Tov and Chag Sameach.